Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to What the Fuck America. I'm your host, Mr. Mikey V, and once again, it's your boy Rob in the house. How you doing, Rob?
What up, world? What up, world? How you doing? What up, Mikey V?
What up, brother? And also, like always, we got Sarah Love in the house. What up, Sarah?
What's up, guys?
How you
Uh,
doing? Good to see you. All right. Well, today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about consumerism, right? We got the buying season upon us. We're about to be spending a crap ton of our money on a bunch of senseless shit, right? It's what we do every year. But it's going to be a little bit different, though, this year, right? Wouldn't you say, Rob?
of course, it's gonna be different, man. The whole world's fucking different ever since 2020. I mean, shit is shut down. It's a new world. I don't think it'll ever go back to normal life. So, shopping, obviously, for like Black Friday, Christmas shopping is gonna be very different. Especially with with this mess of an election that we just had and what's going on and the uncertainty of it.
Right.
People might not be shopping at all. They might have to shop online and not get a chance to go out to one of the few stores that'll probably be open, which is Walmart after the shutdowns and the lockdowns and the everything else that we all know is coming. The coronavirus cases are spiking like out of control, according to the which I'm gonna call fake media, the mass media.
All right. They say it's
But
reaching like almost 200,000 people. It's crazy to think about because that's a lot of people, but at the same time, they're also talking about the flu, the regular flu viruses are kind of going down in numbers. They think that
because you were just saying that. So like if the flu is going down and the COVID is what, a branch of the flu, right? Or a kind of
no, it's
kind of
not.
like
It's
the flu,
its own
right?
virus.
Is it not?
No, it's its own virus. It's similar, I guess, in some aspects.
They
Like
said,
it affects your lungs.
I thought they said the symptoms were similar to the flu.
Well, Trump said it was
Cold, flu.
flu-like symptoms or whatever, but I guess we could all take what.
Okay, well, it's kind of strange that the flu cases are going down, but there's a big spike in COVID cases. That's kind of odd.
It is odd.
With the mask, and they're saying the masks are the reason for the flu, the regular flu cases going down, but it's not helping with COVID, basically.
Yeah, but also because COVID is its own virus, it's its own thing, and we still don't really know much about it. Like it's still kind of.
Well, I thought the flu was part of the coronavirus, right? Is it not?
Well, it is a coronavirus, yes.
Exactly. So it's a different type. This coronavirus, this COVID-19 or whatever it is a different strand.
Yes.
Okay.
So that, but
it just doesn't make sense to me that
the symptoms are similar, but it's a different kind of virus.
Right.
I understand that, but still, it just doesn't make sense that the masks are helping with the regular flu, but they're not helping with the COVID.
Well,
it doesn't make sense.
That's why I'm saying that could be because of the fact that COVID is something different and it's still kind of new. We don't know all the aspects of this particular coronavirus. That could be why. I'm just saying. But all in all, you're right. It's not going to be a normal season for people. They are talking about shutdowns already. Some places are already implementing it. Last night I was watching on the news that New York's talking about they can't have more than 10 people in a gathering, and they're actually going to have people enforcing that law, which is crazy to hear, man. I mean, that's so weird because we're so used to being together at this time of year, like when I think
it's crazy.
Go ahead.
Because I kind of heard a Donald Trump speech. I want to say it was yesterday or something. He gave it to where, I guess he's coming out kind of saying that Joe won now. That's kind of scary. But what he said was that he will not have a lockdown with his administration. He will not put a national lockdown in effect during his administration.
Right.
So
basically,
I don't know if that was kind
now-
of a push. Yeah, I don't know if that was kind of a push, but see, the inauguration or whatever is on what, January 20th?
Yeah.
So are they going to wait that long? Say, for instance, because I've seen another guy talking about this, like, are they going to, if we do need a lockdown for all these, you know, these rising cases and everything, and right now might be the right time to do a 6-week lockdown or a 2-month lockdown or whatever. Because he's not gonna put us in a national lockdown. So soon as Biden gets into office on January 20th, you know Biden's gonna lock us down. We might go into direct, straight, 100% lockdown the whole nation.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, I guess that was his way of kind of coming out and acknowledging that he's possibly going to lose, you know, because he even said himself that he's not a good loser, you know. And what happened is my opinion, is that he got a hold of these predictions and these numbers, and he just went home and cried about it and got pissed off, yelled, threw things, and then realized, okay, I'm not getting out of this. So I might as well come out and be like, if the administration changes, it could possibly be some lockdowns. He goes, but if my administration is here, then there won't be a lockdown. So basically, he's just saying if he's here, that there's not going to be a lockdown.
Try to give it like a little last push or hope or something.
It's his way of letting everybody know that he kind of acknowledges that there could be a change.
Yeah.
You know, which is smart, though. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't just stay in the White House. And
well, I'm going to tell you this, though. Either way, regardless, total lockdown is bullshit. It's going to kill the economy again. It's going to kill the rest of the small business that we have.
Right. That Joe Biden's plan, you think, is to kill the small businesses that we do have? So that's going to, in turn, affect our consumerism this year, right? It's going to affect the way we're going to buy things this year. And what you keep saying, you think it's just going to be Walmart and Amazon? You think that's all people are going to buy this year?
Well, that's basically what they're going to take it to eventually. Everything's going to be shut down, especially if they lock down the country again and we start losing all these small businesses, these mom and pop stores. You know, the only places you're going to be able to shop at is Walmart and Amazon.
Yeah,
small businesses
big corporates
have online options too.
Say that again, Sarah.
Small businesses have online options, like
yeah, they do, but it's like it's the way that the market is, and they're giants. You know what I'm saying? Like
they are, but
as far as websites too, they're giants. They're super giants, and it's
so shutting down doesn't necessarily have to be a death sentence for small businesses. There are a lot of businesses that do have the option to order online. Like, for example, there is a shop. It has a storefront, but this is a small business. My office manager knows the owner of this company, and it is by definition a small business. They also have a website. She texted me the link to the website. I went online. I ordered exactly the same cup that I had for my mom, paid for it online, and they had 2 options for shipping. I could either go to the storefront and go pick it up, or they would ship it to me.
Right.
This is a small business that doesn't have to die because of a shutdown, because they still have a website. They can still make their things in their own space. They may have to come down on some staff, so things may take longer. And for that, there's disclaimers on websites and things that say, you know, because of this shutdown, we're running a little slower than normal. So please bear with us while it takes a little longer, but we can still put in your order. I would be happy to make your cup, your shirt, your whatever, what have you. Orders can still be filled without face-to-face interaction. Now,
what does that do for our employees?
Exactly. Our employees are out of work.
Employees are out of work because, I mean,
not
yes,
necessarily.
That's good because
not everybody can work from home.
You can connect to people with your business straight from you, the business, to the consumer, which is great. That's a good way to connect. I mean, that takes your local business from being local to being worldwide, possibly. But the shitty thing about that is now you're working away from that brick and mortar store.
Exactly.
Now you don't have a way to employ people in your community.
Exactly.
I don't
Not
know if that's
necessarily,
exactly
because
good.
all those boxes, if people are ordering online, especially if it's custom orders, what if it's like bakeries with cupcakes and cakes and confections and things, restaurants with takeout, the like making things like cups and things, people still have to do these things. They don't have small businesses don't have machines for this. If it needs to be shipped, that packing label needs to be printed and stuck onto the box, and it needs to go to the post office, and it needs to get dropped off, and it needs to be paid for, and the box needs to be packed, the cup needs to be wrapped in bubble wrap. We need to make
but you're also forgetting about, hold on, you're also forgetting about the little person that keeps walking by the little place every day, that little crowd of people that can't get out now, that go into there just off random and go in and buy something. That's money that the business is losing, regardless. If everybody's locked down, that's all I'm saying. Like, it could work.
They could lose money, but they don't have to go under.
Basically, it's like they're being forced to go online now. These small businesses with all these lockdowns. That's what it's doing.
You can make,
and that's what it's doing to our economy.
You can make up for that in the extra traffic you get online from people that are not from your community, though. What I'm saying, I'm worried about is the cashier in that store. What happened to the guy that rings up your order?
They're now processing online payments. They still have to. There's still physical work that needs to be done in the storefront to process these payments. Even if they're online payments, they don't have to be cash transactions. You still have to batch out all your credit cards at the end of the day.
That takes a store, say a mom and pop store that has 4 people that run their cashier area. Now you brought that job down to 1 person. 1 person can do that on computer. They can take orders and send receipts.
There will be
now changes. You just lost 3 employees.
100%. There will be changes to the income. It'll be.
How do we fix that?
Like the barbershops when they shut down, how do you put that online? Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly. They go out of business, or they get shut down. They're broke. They're losing business.
They
can't pay for their rent.
They turn mobile.
Yeah, well, they can't. That's one possibility.
They turn mobile.
You're right about that.
You just have to adapt. You have
to. But okay, so hold on. Let's sit back real quick. Listen to the way you're talking, though, Sarah. You just have to adapt. So. With this COVID shit, exactly. What the choice is that the shit is fake, and it's not that serious to where we need to lock the country down every single damn time.
Whether we believe that or not, if they decide, the powers that be, if they decide that's what it is, that's what it is, and we all have to just get through it.
Bow down, right? We all have to bow down to the government.
Not if you get enough.
Well, I think
enough people.
I think differently. I'm not bound down to it.
Who's that one guy that put together? The one guy that put together the Storm Area 51 thing whenever that was going on, dude. That got up to like fucking hundreds of thousands of people.
Oh my god,
dude.
So many people.
And so all you would have to do is put that same idea out online and be like, okay, people who do not accept. That's how you got these petitions. I've seen Facebook petitions going around and on Twitter and this and that and the other thing, sign this and so there's ways to fight things, but there are so many things that are considered essential. My life literally did not change at all, except I got stuck in less traffic the last time that my area got shut down for COVID.
I don't feel like my life really. Yeah, my life didn't change either.
My hours of operation at my job didn't change. My commute didn't change. Nothing about what I do. None of the employees' life changed whatsoever.
I will say one positive thing about all of this, though, the lockdowns for Black Friday, though, because that shit was actually getting out of control, man. That was some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life, man.
Years ago.
It started out. Out the year. I think the year that I noticed change in Black Friday was the year the Elmo thing came out. When Elmo, was the thing, because that's when I really heard about people getting killed. Maybe it was just I was paying attention to.
I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. People were coming in and beating each other up over some material shit at a store that they could easily go online and order the same shit.
Not then. Right. Not then. It wasn't like.
Well, no, they always had online deals for Black Friday though too. Maybe not as cheap as going into the store, actually, but
on some. But at that point in time, not everybody. A computer wasn't like a household or even a pocket.
What are you talking about, man? The computer, yeah, well, I'm talking about in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, for all them years, bro. It just got crazy with Black Friday. That's been online.
Black Friday shopping. I have never.
Me neither, never, because I've always been broke after. Yeah, for some odd reason, I used to never have no money after Thanksgiving or some shit.
No,
so I never went.
It's about having the money. Even when I did have the money, I wasn't about Black Friday shopping. I don't want no part of that.
Yeah,
I went like Black Friday.
I know you like it.
I like it because I do.
Fuck that, dude. I'm not going out in no damn
just like
crowd.
I said with the Antarctica thing, bro. I'm all about going out into the wilderness and seeing what's
That's
up.
Not going out into the wilderness. That's going out into stupidity. Because you know how it's going to get, dude. You got people sitting out there for 3 weeks waiting for the doors to open.
I was telling Sarah.
Like getting in line and shit for 3 weeks.
I used to telling Sarah how I used to go. We used to go looking for tornadoes in Glenwood when I was growing up in Glenwood. And
well, that's okay. That's storm hunting.
Some people could argue that that's stupidity, but I was like, that's fun, you know. Like if it was me living, and when I was living in Montana, and we'd have these wild ass blizzards, I'd be out there in the snow, just like enjoying it, like sucking it all in. Like this is so crazy. I'm in the middle of what could.
Yeah, I like. You're talking about weather and shit, though. Weather. We're talking about
human beings,
consumers, man.
That's the same thing. I feel.
It is.
It's a wild thing that you got to try to tame and live through. And that is Black Friday. That's what Black Friday's become. I mean, you got to try to like.
It's kind of like going to a block party that you know is going to get shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I can't say I know the feeling.
I'm just saying. It's kind of, you know, that shit's gonna go down, man. And just to be around a bunch of fucking crazy shopping, just it's weird, man. I'm with Sarah on that one. I don't like
I'm not,
Black Friday shopping.
I got dragged into Black Friday one time, and it wasn't like at 0 dark 30 where you've been waiting outside for the store to open up. My mom did that once. She invited me and I was like, I want no part of that. Aww. But I was working that day. I worked in a restaurant and I got picked up from work and he was like, let's go to Walmart. Yes! I don't want to go to Walmart. And he's like, no.
I don't even want to go to Walmart any damn day. So
and he's like, no. Let's just see if we can find a couple of things. We don't have to stay long. I just want to go see what they've got for Black Friday sales and see if there's anything worth looking into. And I was like, oh, I don't want any part of this. I wanted nothing to do with it. My anxiety was through the roof. I literally had to be taken by the hand because I couldn't go first because I am not the person to be like, get out of the way and like also I'm 5 feet tall. Nobody sees me. So I can't be in front.
Yeah, you're going to get ran over.
But if I'm in the back, I'm going to get lost. I'm going to get left. So I literally had to be taken by the hand through the store. We found a couple of things along the way. And then we got in what we thought was the, what's that called? The layaway line, right? So we're like, well, we already had a layaway thing going. So we're like, let's just add this stuff to it. See if that's an option. We got in this line that we thought was for the layaway department because it was right near there, standing in this line for what felt like an eternity. Oh my God, it felt like 700 years we were standing in this line. It probably equated to about 30 to 45 minutes, but it felt like an entire lifetime. Only to find out that layaway is not open. You can't do what we were trying to do in the first place. And the line we're standing in is for an iPhone that I didn't even want. I was like, that's
Hold on, you was trying to put something on layaway on Black Friday?
This is not my idea.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
This is not my idea.
That's some funny shit. That's some what the fuck shit right there. What the fuck?
This is not my doing.
That's bad. That's bad. I ain't never heard of shit like that.
I was just going along for the ride. Anxiety.
I wouldn't want no part of that shit either. I'd be like, for real? We're going to put this shit on layaway on Black Friday where everybody got money and beating each other up over this shit to get it out the store, and we want to put some shit on layaway. We about to get beat up for real.
Nope. I found out that we were in that line for absolutely zero reason I was like, that's it. I'm not looking for a checkout line for the stuff that we had in our. It was like, I don't know, 6 items or some dumb shit. I was like, nope, put
and
it
Black
back
Friday
right
is
there.
not the
I
end
don't
all
care.
be all
Get me
of
the
all
fuck
you're
out of
buying.
here.
You know, that's
No,
not
it's
it.
not.
You still
Cyber
got the
Monday
rest
is
of
way better.
Christmas. You still got the rest of all the way up to Christmas. So yeah, putting something on layaway on Black Friday.
Well, I guess if you're gonna get it for the Black Friday deal and then you're putting it on layaway for that deal, I guess that could make sense. But damn, you're supposed to save up money because you know Black Friday coming to where you could just buy that shit straight out.
Whatever works.
I just think it's weird, I guess, to put some shit on layaway. But
come on, bro, you know how I've got to work the system.
Yeah, I feel you know. So wait till Black Friday to put some shit on layaway. It's actually smart.
Right. That's funny.
Never again. I don't want no part of Black Friday under any circumstance. I'll wait till Cyber Monday.
What was you? Do you have a
Black
now
Friday story, it's gonna be now? No, I actually don't because I don't go shopping on Black Friday. And like I said, like a lot of the times after I done paid bills and shit like that, I was always broke for some odd reason on Black Friday. So especially when my kids were little, you know, you gotta save up for Christmas, shit like that. It's Thanksgiving, fucking. Was Halloween just fucking passed, so they was trick-or-treating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Buying little fucking costumes and candy and stuff. And
you let your kids participate?
Well, I did with my kids. Okay, I did when they were younger.
What?
Okay, but look, now I've studied Halloween after that, so
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? I've dressed up for Halloween before, so I can't say that I you know, but now I think about it differently now since I've done more research and study on it in the past couple of years. Okay, so
this fucking guy.
Yeah.
What a great
But anyways,
story. You're always broke.
Fuck Black Friday. That's a good hey, if you keep the tradition, then you don't got your wife or your kids coming to bugging your ass on Black Friday because they got an iPhone deal or some shit and they want the upgrade.
Man,
you know it's Black Friday. I'm broke to the motherfucker, dog.
Rob's kids know too, man. I remember you told me a story one time about your son. It was around tax time. It was around tax time, and he said, "Dad, can you buy me a PlayStation?" And he said, "No, I ain't got no money." And he said, "Don't you get taxes?"
He was like what, 6 or some shit, 5 or 6. Yeah, he was young. I said, "Boy, what you know about taxes and shit, bro?" Oh, they knew.
That's great.
In the hood, they know about them little kids know about tax season.
They sure do, don't they? Our kids don't understand it because they don't. Their birthday, one of our son's birthday is right around tax season, so he doesn't really understand it that way because he gets
birthday presents regardless. Yeah,
he gets his thing anyway, so he's just like, whatever. On the other hand, though, my daughter. Talk about consumerism. That's the buyer. That's the buyer.
But anyways, to go back to the online, Sarah says Cyber Monday. It's gonna become Black Friday is gonna be Cyber Friday now, basically, because eventually we're just gonna be locked down and the world's going into a way where look. Well, after COVID, it's gonna be some other damn virus
that your volume a little
keeps us locked down. And why is it loud?
Really loud. Yeah, you're like screaming.
You are like screaming at us.
Oh, well, my bad. Is that better?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah, but get up close. If you're going to talk up close, you got to set your.
Yeah, you got to
set it for how you're going to talk to it.
Because you get right up close to the mic and then you start yelling at us.
Or you lean back and then we can't hear you no more.
Well, what was? Oh yeah. So okay. So anyways, back to what Sarah was saying. Cyber Monday. So Black Friday is going to be basically Cyber Friday. You know, and kind of with the lockdowns. But I'm saying with with
that story about being stuck in Black Friday and all that shit, there was one thing that I picked out that I really wanted. It was a Google Home, and they had it on sale for $25 on Black Friday. That shit was still $25 3 days later. They did Black Friday sales online and in store for the entire week, and this was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same of what we used to see.
Okay, 3 years ago they were still we weren't locked down though. So you see what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like, not a lot has to change with a lockdown. There are going to be people that are affected, but it doesn't have to change a lot because they were already regulating Black Friday sales and making them not exclusive to in store, and they were extending the period of time during which retail was.
Yeah, since
available.
technology and the internet kind of exploded, like everybody kind of took to that way of doing business, having like an online
and having limited availability or limited time frames gives you more opportunity for people to get violent or aggressive because it's a limited time that they can get it, and you only have to get it in store because you can't order it online. That's when people get run over and killed and mobbed and all kinds of dumb shit. If you make it available all week long and you give people the availability to order it online, I'm gonna order that shit online. I don't want to go to the store and get it.
Exactly. I mean, you think most people would think that way, but still,
and
a lot
I
of people
want to
like
say,
to get it hands on.
I also want to say that our population too, since just since 2000, I want to say when Bush Jr. George W. was president, I think we were at like 200 million in the country. So here we are 20 years later, only 20 years later, and now we're at 350 million people. So that's like that's 150
Damn, in 20 years?
In 20 years, bro.
Wow.
He was talking about, because I remember him giving him speech, and this was also recently because I was like, you know, I was looking at all kinds of different history on the presidencies and elections and stuff, and I caught him talking in a speech about taking care of 200 million people here in America, and I was like, dang, that 200 million, that was just 20 years ago, and now we're at 350 million people. So you can imagine why this kind of needed to kind of transition online, man, because you're right, like people, it was getting out of control in the actual stores, you know.
I agree
Trying to
with that.
buy stuff with stores. That's crazy. That's a crazy jump in population, you know. So, but yeah, man,
I definitely think even if we do come off of the lockdowns, that needs to end. As far as you know, the violence on Black Friday and shit like that. They need to figure something out about that. But on the other hand, in reality, I don't think that we'll ever actually go back to.
But see, don't you miss it, man?
Like
I miss the nostalgia of it. Like I miss like do you remember like I don't even remember if it was like TJ Maxx or a Marshall's commercial where it had the lady like tapping the window like open, 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 open. And yeah, and people would wait. You know, I remember my mom getting up in the morning early in the mornings, you know, like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning to go and get in those lines and wait with my
weird,
aunts.
Bro. That's weird though. Don't you? I just think that's weird.
No, man, I don't. I mean, I guess when I look back on it, like I said, it's a very nostalgic feeling because it reminds me of like being a kid and what the holidays felt like when I was that age, you know, where things around the house literally got warm. You had these commercials that you know just brought in the holiday feeling, and it was just different feeling now. Like
I just always thought it was ironic that the day after we express how thankful we are for everything we have, we go out and get everything we want.
Yeah, right. You're so thankful for everything the day before, and then you go kick someone's ass for a fucking
exactly. Exactly.
That's wild. Yeah. Well, America, love them, right? Is what
crazy,
we do,
man.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be different this year, man. You're right, Rob. 2020 has definitely threw us a curveball. I'm not sure if we will ever go back to normal. I feel like
exactly. Where does it go? This is going to be the new norm,
right? I don't see it just like going away, like this mask thing being just a small part of our history right now. Kind of like the way it was with the Spanish flu, like that was like a for real type of try to get rid of the virus, and then once it was gone and we had the vaccine, like the mask thing was just out. I was born in 1982, and from 82 to now, this is the first time I've ever experienced like we have to wear masks. Like we're being forced to wear a mask. Like what the fuck is this? Like this is crazy. I don't think we're ever going to see that time again. I think that's gone with and over with. I think the mask is going to be a pretty regular thing in our culture from here on out. I feel like,
Yeah, I think there's more to an agenda with this, and they're going to use it to, just keep it playing out. Every flu season, every season, there's more and more lockdowns, more restrictions.
Right.
And people are going to really be forced to do everything online.
Well, that might be good. That
All
might be
their
bad.
shopping online.
I mean,
because eventually, if that happens, though, like you see what happened on the last lockdown, it took out a lot of small businesses. There's a lot of
and the really small
that went out of business. They went out of business. So every time this happens, more and more are going to go out of business, and pretty soon there's going to be nothing left but the Walmart and the Amazons.
Well, I don't know. Maybe not though, because don't Americans kind of live by the strong will survive, right? Because
Exactly.
I work for a mom and pop shop restaurant. I'm a chef for a French restaurant. They're pretty successful though. In our community, they're successful. It's not like we don't have another restaurant. We don't have another location, none of that. And everyone at our job seemed to keep their jobs rolling. We were able to kind of on the fly transition during the actual lockdown and during the quarantine when we literally couldn't go nowhere and do nothing. Like we adapted pretty well. We basically turned into a drive-through or a Grubhub type of a restaurant. Basically all it was a kitchen, and we're putting out food in boxes. Goodbye to go, doing. So we adapted pretty good. My job never went nowhere. So really what it's going to affect is the people underneath that level too, because like I would say like food trucks, people that literally only have like maybe 4 or 5 tables in their restaurant, and like one.
Well, those restaurants are doing takeout also. There's a restaurant near where I live that I happen to know is a small business, and they transitioned to takeout only as well. And last I heard, it was still alive and kicking.
Yeah. A lot of these places, as long as you're putting out a good product and you got a good customer base, I think you're pretty safe, because regardless if they can come in and sit down at your place, they still going to order it from you. And, I would say a pretty good chance of them being on Grubhub or Postmates. You're going to see a lot more of that. And you might actually even see a lot more companies coming out and being created from that whole push,
But it also kills a lot of jobs though as well. You
I think so too.
Forget that. It like especially the restaurants, man. I mean, if we're on a lockdown and they do allow the to-go orders and stuff, I mean, you're down to, one cook. The manager can do that. Like 3 employees to run the whole shit.
It also opens up the ability to, I mean, it still has to get from A to B. So maybe you're not a server that's working in the restaurant serving tables, but you can deliver the order.
Yeah, but not all places have delivery either. But
I understand what you're saying.
Not
everybody has a car.
Adapting to it.
Not everybody.
It's about adapting to it, but
not everybody.
I think before a lot of businesses adapt. Yeah, and I think before a lot of businesses can adapt, they'll go out of business. You feel me? Before they have the time to catch up.
Going out of business is out of the question. There are some businesses that will go under, but I don't think that it has to be a death sentence for every small business if they have the ability to adapt.
They just got to start thinking about it now. If you guys, anyone out there that owns a small business right now, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for what might come. Prepare yourself. Start thinking about how to adapt so that your business can succeed. Because
Joe's gonna send all the jobs across seas anyway, so you guys won't be doing too much shopping here in America.
It'll be from China. China.
You'll be ordering off of Amazon.
China.
Coming from China.
Wish would be your new
AliExpress.
Yeah, but if you're gonna order from Wish, you better start doing it in March.
I'll try to. Yeah, it's gonna take it that long to get here. The product, you know what I'm saying? When we can easily make all our shit here, but
not once we get Joe in there, because he's gonna make nice with China again, and then it won't be so tough to get things over here like Trump made it. You know, he's gonna fall.
Well, dude, that's a whole nother damn story. Because
I know the reason why he did that is for our protection, I believe, and you know the Democrats are gonna give that away. They're gonna take that revenue out of our pocket by doing that. But hey, yeah, you're right. That's for another show. Anyway, you guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know how you feel about this year's upcoming shopping season, what it's going to mean for you. Are you going to be doing it all online? Are you going to try to go out and support these brick and mortars? You know, let me know what you guys are going to do, because definitely going to be tough for people, I think, here in America to get their businesses, or to keep their businesses, I should say, afloat. So make sure we support our local people as much as you possibly can. I think that's the best way to share love or show love to your neighbor, even though we're getting tossed into these restrictions and lockdowns. I think one way to kind of show your appreciation to your neighbor is to support them if they have a business, if you can, you know. So, and also, if you go out there, don't be trying to fight people for this shit. I mean, it's really not that important, right? And also stay 6 feet away. Coronavirus.
Exactly. So even if they did have a Black Friday and let people go out.
Yeah, that's weird, huh? Because usually it's just like a rush of people through the door. But
what is going on? Does anybody actually know?
It's probably going to be a week-long online in-store thing that they just run a deal for.
Half and half type of, like, to keep the balance.
I mean, are we going to have the lines, but people being 6 feet apart, or what?
Probably not.
Or is it shut down?
I would say it's going to just predominantly online. I think it's going to, because a lot of places have already started their sales. I've heard of Black Friday sales already at some stores right now going on through the end of the month. So people already have that option right now. So that's going to bring down that need to crowd.
I think that's exactly. That's perfect. You just put it out in small increments. You know what I'm saying? Right. Over the month span. That way everybody can get a chance to go online or
decide if they want to go out
to the store. Yeah. So, I mean,
and with curbside pickup, you can even place your order online, go drive to the store and park in the little thing, and they'll bring it out to you.
Uber does that for you. Uber will go shopping for you and bring the shit to your house.
I think there is a delivery platform that will, but I was referring more specifically to you drive your own car, park in the special parking place that they have for you, and then open your trunk, and you stay in your driver's seat, and they will put your shit in your trunk for you. They do this with groceries. You can do Walmart grocery pickup, and Fry's. It's everywhere. You can go drive and park in their special parking, and just open your trunk, and they will put your shit in your trunk for you, close it up, and you take off with your stuff.
Bye.
Paid for online. Bye. Have a good day.
He said people are lazy. We live in the best time right now. Right? We live in the greatest time of Earth that humans could ever live in, man. Everybody has to do nothing, and we still fight with each other.
I know, right?
Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Make sure you guys go spend some money this year. Buy what you want. Buy your friends what you want. Show some love to your local stores and show some love to your community. You guys can check us out at What the Fuck America YouTube. You guys can also check us out at What the Fuck America podcast on our Facebook page. And you can also check us out at What the Fuck America 19 at our Twitter. Almost forgot that. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and have a good week. We'll see you next week. Bye. Rob looks like fucking Noriega from 1998. You get in there, you're like, that is what it is.
So basically the same shirt I had on last episode. Can you hear me pretty good if I sit back like this? Can you hear me? It sucked. What's going on with you, Sarah? You still glitching?
But it's going to be a little bit different though this year, right? Wouldn't you say, Rob?
Of course it's going to be different. The whole world is different, Mike. Your slogan is, well, Rob seems to think so.
I know.
What do you do?
Well, Rob seems
to
so. Balling, you got to look like Rob with his gold chain and his glasses, like he's ready to go spin. I got to figure out, okay, so am I pointing to Rob when I do this? So when I do this, I'm actually pointing to Rob. That's what I do say that, and I want to be like this motherfucker over here, but it looks weird to some people. They gotta be like over here, and then her right here. But if it's recording on my screen, then the whole world will see it in my view. So this, like, that's me. It's what she does for a living, and she's also a
why in the fuck would I want to do that? Well, maybe. I don't know. I guess maybe.
Not necessarily.
It's just devastating to our economy.
Yes, I agree that it's devastating.
Because there is less shopping. It doesn't keep the wheel spinning. You know what I'm saying?
But that's exactly my point.
It doesn't keep our economy.
Rob, let Sarah talk.
If you don't shut your damn mouth.
In there.
You know what? I got this teeny tiny coffee. I didn't get a big coffee this time. I'm gonna come through here and whoop your ass.